Yeah, what I got, full stock of thoughts and dreams that scatter, and you put them all together, and how I can't explain. Well, you make my dreams come true.
Hey Dave, John Oates here.
Tell us about the new album, John.
Well, you know, it started out as a really casual project. I wanted to record in Nashville with a bunch of my friends and just do some songs I liked when I was a kid. But as I began to do the project and get into it a bit more, I realized that what I was doing was creating this kind of musical autobiography for myself of what mattered to me and what was inspiring to me before I met Daryl Hall and before we started Hall Oates.
Well, come back, baby. Baby, please don't go. Know that I love you more than you ever know. Well, come back, baby. Let's talk it over one more time.
I had a whole musical life. You know, I was playing guitar for 13, 14 years. And playing in blues bands and R&B bands and playing in coffee houses doing the folky kind of stuff. And I wanted to pull all that together and say, you know, these are the people who, and the music that made me the musician that I am, and really gave me the real early roots of my career.
I'm gonna find her. Yeah, I've been searching. I've been searching. I've been searching.
Who are some of those people?
Well, you named a few. Curtis Mayfield, Chuck Berry, Doc Watson, Mississippi John Hurt, Lightning Hopkins, Dave Van Ronk, the list goes on. I even did some early rock from the Coasters. Just stuff that I was listening to and kind of picking up from, you know. I was highly influenced by the guitar playing of Doc Watson, Mississippi John Hurt, and Curtis Mayfield, and really I think if you take those three guys and put them together, that's the way I play guitar to this day. You know, this is really to honor those early influences and at the same time kind of reinvent them in my own way.
My friends say I'm acting wild as a bug. Oh, I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Well, it's all right. Say it's all right. Say it's all right. Have a good time. Well, it's all right. Whoa, it's all right.
This album could have been a double album or a triple album if I would have really reached into everything that really, you know, influenced me. But I just tried to get the touchstones of you know, the most important stuff.
Now you go deep into the Delta for this. It's got that twangy ovation kind of Mississippi Mile, first song.
Well, you know, I surrounded myself with a dream band. Between my co-producer Mike Henderson and myself, we called in all our friends, and Jerry Douglas, Mike Henderson, Sam Bush, Becca Bramlett, Dennis Crouch. I mean, these are like the creme de la creme of you know, bluegrass and Americana musicians, and they're all just the best in the world.
And I've been living on you too long. I walk through fire, I face my trial, and every step feels like a long, hard mile. Hey. Long, hard mile.
Now, who in your family or at school influenced you as a kid?
You know what it was? It was what I heard in Philadelphia growing up on the radio. We had great radio in Philadelphia and a wide variety for everything from urban R&B to old rock and roll to folk and everything else. And what people don't realize, you know, even though Philadelphia has this great R&B tradition, the folk scene in Philadelphia was really, really amazingly active. We had the Philadelphia Folk Festival and all these great folk clubs where all the great you know, Mississippi Delta and folk performers of the time were being rediscovered and brought back into the public eye, and I got a chance to see them, meet them, be with them during that period of time. It was a pretty amazing time.
He was was a friend of mine. He was a friend of mine.
At 4 years old, you saw Bill Haley in the Comets live.
Yeah, changed my life.
That is a life-changing experience for so many kids, seeing music live.
Yeah, I think of that when I'm on stage. I see little kids in the audience, and I try to direct my attention to them because I know what it meant to me to see something like that when I was a little kid, and how it really did change my life. I see these kids, and they're looking up, and they're watching me play the guitar and stuff, and I just, I try to really direct some of my energy toward them because who knows, that kid could be, it could be actually have a heavy adaptive meaning to that kid.
When did you pick up your first musical instrument?
I started playing at 5.
Where was that? At home?
In Pennsylvania. Yeah, I started taking vocal lessons and guitar lessons when I was 5 years old.
God's working through you.
Well,
and that's what I tell the kids. I tell them, people will tell you what you should be in life so many times. And that's God working through them to inspire them to be what they can be.
Well, we have a 15-year-old son, and, everyone always says, oh, is he a musician? Does he play an instrument? I said, no, he doesn't. He's a scientist. He loves science. That's his thing. We're respectful of that, and we actually encourage that. Yeah.
Speaking of science, there's something on your Facebook called Pledge Music, and it's a marrow donor campaign. Tell us about that real quick.
Well, I've been introduced to a very amazing organization called Love, Hope, and Strength, and they're incredible people. They get very much involved with music and musical events. They have a lot of cancer survivors who form, musicians who are cancer survivors. And what they do is it's a very cool organization because what they do is they go to a festival or a concert, and they'll set up a booth and they'll swab people's cheeks to try to find bone marrow matches. And they've been incredibly successful, and it's really a cool organization. So I wanted to give back to them a little bit, and I thought, if we could create a kind of a, incentive for people to sign on with, give them some money and get some, cool things like signed T-shirts and signed guitars and backstage passes to my shows. We'd be kind of helping each other. So that's where it's coming from. I
saw a T-shirt for the local marrow donors that says "Marrow Me." And I think that'd be a cool John Oates song.
You know what? I'm gonna tell those guys that.
Do it. That'd be great to have the John Oates "Marrow Me" T-shirt.
Yep. Hey, we could do that.
So let's work on that.
All right.
Anything else we need to know about the new album, John? Or are you guys gonna be running around with Daryl anytime soon?
Yeah. The cool thing is that I get to do it all, and I'm very fortunate, musician and person in general, because I've got the great Hall Oates band working with Daryl. We play those songs. People love them. The fans still love them. A whole new generation of fans has turned on to us, and we get to do that. And we both get to do our individual projects where our kind of current creative passion lies. And it's a great, what a great combination.
Oh, by the way, what's on your iPod right now?
I don't have one.
What's on your turntable?
I'm not that old school either. I'm sorry, man. I'm caught in the in-between world of CDs.
What's in your 8-track?
My 8-track. Thanks, man. You're really dating me. No, I'm listening to a lot of songwriters mostly, only because people send me stuff and they'll go, "Hey, man, you want to write?" or "Well, here's a new song I wrote," and so that's the kind of stuff I listen to. My truck's just full of like CDs, and I just keep sticking them in, pulling them out. But I love a lot of the new Americana stuff that's happening. The Avett Brothers are great. The new, Jerry Douglas and Alison Krauss album just came out, and I'm listening to that. So, I listen to my friends and that kind of stuff.
I was talking to John Anderson of Yes last week, and he loves the collaborative efforts that's going on online right now because he can work with musicians all over the world.
Yeah, well, the internet has provided a whole new way of thinking about music and spreading your word. It's all about, if you can cut through the clutter that's out there as well. That's the trick.
Thanks for being a part of TSOP, John.
Hey, man, there you go. Hey, everybody, this is John Oates of Hall Oates, and you're listening to San Antonio's greatest hits on Kono 101.1.
Down on a daydream, that sleep all should be over by now. I know. You make my dreams come true. morning with you every day.